Okay, so I need to tell you something, and honestly, the timing of this could not be more perfect, because tomorrow, March 5th, something incredibly rare is happening in the sky, and I really think most people have no idea what's about to unfold. The Sun and Jupiter are aligning in a way that only happens once a year, and this particular alignment, I believe it's one of the most powerful manifestation windows we're going to get in 2026. Like, this isn't just another cosmic event. This is the universe literally opening a door to expansion, abundance, and major breakthroughs. And if you've been feeling like you've been waiting for something, like there's been this invisible force holding you back from the life you know you're meant to live, I think tomorrow is when that barrier finally cracks open. But here's what's really getting my attention, and I've been feeling this myself. People are already experiencing the effects. Like, right now, before it even officially happens. If you've been noticing strange coincidences lately, or if opportunities have been appearing out of nowhere, there's a reason for that, and you're definitely not imagining it. And if you've been feeling this weird sense of anticipation, like something big is about to happen, but you can't quite put your finger on what, stay with me on this one. There's a very specific reason you're feeling that, and I'm going to break it down for you later in this video. But first, I think you need to understand what's actually happening tomorrow, because this Sun-Jupiter conjunction, it's not subtle. This is the kind of cosmic alignment that I believe can literally rewrite your trajectory. And honestly, the signs that it's already working are probably showing up in your life right now. You just might not have connected the dots yet. The universe has been positioning you, and tomorrow it all clicks into place. So here's the thing most people don't realize about Jupiter. In astrology, Jupiter is known as the planet of luck, expansion, and abundance. When it aligns with the Sun, which represents your core identity, your vitality, your life force, I think what happens is this massive amplification of everything you've been working toward. But this isn't just luck falling from the sky. That's what I want you to understand. This is about alignment. Jupiter doesn't just hand you things randomly. From what I've seen, it rewards momentum. It rewards clarity. It rewards the people who've been putting in the work, even when it felt like nothing was happening. And if that's you, if you've been showing up, trying, manifesting, working on yourself even when it felt pointless, I really believe tomorrow is when you start seeing the results. Because Jupiter amplifies what's already there. And if you've been planting seeds, tomorrow is when they start breaking through the surface. But here's where it gets interesting. This energy has been building for days now, and I think you've already been feeling it, even if you didn't know what it was. Have you noticed it? That restless energy. That feeling like something is shifting, like the air itself has changed. That's not random. I believe you're already inside the energy field of this alignment. And the wildest part? Most people are walking around completely unaware. Here's what I've been noticing, and honestly, this has been happening to me too. Some of you have been getting these random bursts of motivation. Like out of nowhere, you suddenly feel inspired to take action on something you've been putting off for months. Or maybe ideas have been flooding in, creative downloads, sudden clarity about what your next move should be. Does that resonate? And for others, it's the opposite. You might feel like you're being forced to slow down, to pause, to really think about what you actually want. Not what you think you should want. Not what other people expect from you, but what you truly desire. And if that's you, I really want you to hear this. That's not procrastination. I think that's preparation. The universe is giving you space to get clear before it starts delivering. Money and opportunities are starting to show up out of nowhere. Okay, so this is where it starts getting really tangible. Have you noticed anything unusual with money lately? And I don't just mean big windfalls, although some of you might be experiencing that too. I'm talking about the small things that make you go, wait, how did that just happen? Maybe someone paid you back money you'd completely forgotten about, or maybe you checked your bank account and there was more there than you expected. Or perhaps an opportunity came through, a job offer, a freelance gig, a random connection that could turn into something big, and it just appeared without you even actively looking for it. If that's been happening, I don't think it's a coincidence. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth, especially when it comes to resources and opportunities. And when it aligns with the sun, I believe it magnetizes these things toward you. It's like the universe is testing you, showing you little previews of what's possible, giving you evidence that yes, things are shifting, yes, your energy is changing, yes, abundance is actually starting to flow. And here's what I think is so important about this. These aren't just random lucky breaks. I believe these are signs that you're coming into alignment with a higher frequency. Money is energy. Opportunities are energy. And when your internal frequency matches the frequency of abundance, things start showing up. And this is crucial. You have to be paying attention, because if you're stuck in lack mentality, if you're only focused on what's missing, you might miss these signs entirely. You might brush them off as coincidence or luck, and that would be a huge mistake right now. So I want you to take a second and really think about the past week or two. Have there been moments where things just worked out? Where something aligned in a way that felt almost too easy? Where a door opened that you didn't even knock on? Write it down. Acknowledge it. Because I think when you start recognizing these patterns, you send a signal to the universe that you're ready for more. And trust me, Jupiter is listening. Your intuition is getting sharper, and you need to trust it right now. This is something I've been experiencing personally, and I know a lot of people have been feeling this too. Your gut instinct has gotten louder lately, hasn't it? Like you just know things without being able to explain how you know them. Maybe you've been getting these strong hunches about people, situations, or decisions, or maybe you've been thinking about someone and then they text you out of the blue, or you had a feeling something was going to happen and then it did. These aren't just coincidences. I really believe this is the Sun-Jupiter alignment sharpening your connection to your higher self. Jupiter doesn't just bring external abundance. From what I understand, it also expands your inner vision. It opens up your ability to see beyond the physical, to tap into guidance that isn't coming from your logical mind. And when it aligns with the sun, the core of who you are, that intuitive channel becomes crystal clear. And here's what I think is happening right now. You're being prepared. The universe is turning up the volume on your intuition because you're going to need it. The opportunities that are about to come your way, the decisions you're about to face, they're going to require you to trust yourself in ways you haven't before. This isn't the time to second-guess every feeling you have. This isn't the time to talk yourself out of what you know deep down is true. Because I believe your intuition is literally trying to guide you toward the exact things you've been asking for. But if you ignore it, if you override it with logic or fear or what other people think you should do, you might miss the path entirely. So if you've been getting these strong inner nudges, I really want you to start honoring them, even if they don't make sense, even if they feel risky, even if you can't explain why you know what you know. Tomorrow's alignment is going to amplify this even more, and the people who trust their intuition are going to be the ones who catch the wave. Now, am I saying you should make every major life decision based on a random feeling? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, if something keeps coming up, if the same message keeps repeating, if your gut won't let something go, that's not nothing. That's signal. And honestly, this was a big aha moment for me when I started paying attention to my own intuition during these kinds of alignments. Old blocks are crumbling, and it might feel chaotic. Okay, so I need to be real with you about this part, because while tomorrow's alignment is incredibly positive and expansive, the process of getting there, it's not always comfortable. And if things have felt a little unstable lately, there's a reason for that. Jupiter doesn't just add to your life. I think it also clears out what doesn't belong anymore. It's like the universe is making space for all the good things that are about to come in. But to make that space, the old stuff has to go. And sometimes that process feels like everything is falling apart. Maybe a relationship that wasn't serving you suddenly ended, or maybe a job situation that was draining you came to a head, or perhaps old patterns you thought you'd moved past have resurfaced, demanding to be dealt with once and for all. If you've been going through any of this, I really want you to know this isn't failure. I believe this is the clearing. Here's what I think happens during these major Jupiter transits. Everything that's been holding you back, everything that's been blocking your growth, everything that's misaligned with where you're headed, it all gets exposed, brought to the surface, and you're forced to finally deal with it. And I know that's hard. I know it feels like, wait, I thought this was supposed to be a good alignment. Why does everything feel so chaotic right now? But that's exactly the point. You can't step into the expanded version of your life while still carrying all the baggage from the old one. Does that make sense? Some people are experiencing this as sudden endings. Others are feeling it as intense emotional releases, crying for no reason, feeling waves of old grief or anger that seem to come out of nowhere. And for some, it's showing up as this restless urge to change everything, to quit, to move, to completely restructure their life. Have you been feeling any of this? And here's what's important to understand. This isn't the universe punishing you. This is the universe preparing you. Every block that's crumbling right now, every old pattern that's being dismantled, it's happening because you're being upgraded. And you can't upgrade to the next level while still operating from the old programming. So if you're in the thick of this right now, I see you. This is hard, but I also want you to know this is temporary. The chaos you're experiencing is the breakthrough trying to happen. And tomorrow, when the Sun and Jupiter align, I think a lot of this turbulence is going to settle. You're going to start seeing why all of this had to happen. You're going to understand what was being cleared to make room for what's coming. This is your moment to set powerful intentions, but you have to be specific. Okay, so here's the part I really need you to pay attention to, because tomorrow isn't just about receiving, it's about declaring. Jupiter rewards clarity, and if you want to make the most of this alignment, you need to get really specific about what you're calling in. This is not the time for vague wishes like, I want to be happy or I want more money. I mean, those are fine starting points, but Jupiter responds to precision. The clearer you are about what you want, the faster the universe can deliver it. So instead of I want more money, get specific. How much, by when, for what purpose? Instead of I want a better relationship, define it. What does that relationship look like? How does it feel? What kind of person are you calling in? And here's what I think makes this alignment so powerful. The Sun represents your identity, your will, your conscious direction. When it aligns with Jupiter, it's like your personal power gets supercharged. Your intentions carry more weight. Your declarations hit harder. The universe is listening more closely than usual. But you have to actually do it. You have to sit down tomorrow, or honestly, even today as you're preparing, and really get clear. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Visualize it with as much detail as possible. Because I believe the energy of this alignment is going to take whatever you put into it and multiply it. Now, am I saying that if you set an intention tomorrow, it's going to magically appear the next day? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, the seeds you plant during this window have a much higher chance of actually growing. The momentum you create now can carry you through the entire year. And honestly, I've seen this happen in my own life during past Jupiter alignments. The things I got clear about, the intentions I set with real focus and emotion, those were the things that actually manifested. Not the vague hopes, not the half-hearted wishes, the specific, focused, deeply felt intentions. So tomorrow, I really encourage you to take some time, even if it's just 15 minutes, get clear on what you want this alignment to bring into your life, and then trust that the universe heard you, because I really believe it did. What to expect after tomorrow, the unfolding. So here's the thing about cosmic alignments like this. They're not one-and-done moments. Tomorrow is the peak, the moment when the Sun and Jupiter are in perfect alignment. But the effects, I think they ripple out for weeks, maybe even months. In the days and weeks following this alignment, you might start noticing things shifting in ways you didn't expect. Opportunities that seemed impossible suddenly become possible. People who can help you appear out of nowhere. Resources you needed suddenly become available. Doors that were locked start opening. But here's what I want you to remember. This isn't magic. This is alignment. What's happening is that your energy has shifted. You've stepped into a higher frequency, and from that frequency, different things become available to you. Different people notice you. Different opportunities match your vibration. Some of you are going to experience rapid changes, like within days or weeks your life could look completely different. New job, new relationship, new living situation, major external shifts that reflect the internal transformation you've been going through. Others might experience this more subtly, a gradual opening, a slow but steady increase in opportunities, clarity, confidence. And if that's you, don't think you're doing it wrong. Everyone's journey looks different. The important thing is that you're moving forward. And here's something I think is really important to understand. After tomorrow, you might feel different, like internally different, more confident, more certain, more aligned with who you actually are. Some people describe it as finally feeling like themselves for the first time in years, like a fog has lifted and they can finally see clearly. If that happens to you, I really want to hear about it. Because I think these shifts, even when they're subtle, are so significant. They're evidence that something real is happening. That this isn't just woo-woo spiritual talk. This is actual transformation. You're not waiting anymore. You're ready now. And I want to end on this because I think it's so important. For so long you might have felt like you were waiting for the right time, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting to feel ready, waiting for life to finally start working in your favor. But tomorrow's alignment, I believe it's the universe telling you, the waiting is over, you are ready, right now, exactly as you are. All the preparation you've been doing, all the growth you've been going through, all the lessons you've been learning, they've been leading you to this moment. This Sun-Jupiter alignment isn't just bringing you opportunities. I think it's activating something inside you, a remembering, a recognition that you've always had everything you needed. You just needed the right cosmic push to fully step into it. And here's what I really want you to understand. Tomorrow is a beginning, not an ending. This is the start of a new chapter, a new timeline, a new version of your life where things that used to feel impossible start becoming your reality. Some of you are going to look back on this alignment a year from now and realize it was the turning point, the moment everything changed, the day the universe finally said yes to everything you'd been asking for. But only if you meet it halfway, only if you show up, only if you trust that you're worthy of everything that's about to come your way, because you are. You absolutely are. The fortune you've been waiting for, it's not somewhere out there. I really believe it's already on its way to you. And tomorrow, when the Sun and Jupiter align, that path becomes crystal clear. All you have to do is walk it. So get clear on what you want. Trust your intuition. Release what needs to go and step forward with the knowing that the universe has your back. Because honestly, I think it always has. You're just finally ready to see it. All right, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Seriously, it means a lot. If this resonated with you and you want more content like this, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. And please, drop your experiences in the comments. I really want to hear what you've been noticing, what's been shifting for you, how you're feeling about tomorrow's alignment. We're all in this together. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.